on fifth. Really entertaining race. We move to final C and we're away one after the other. Good speed there by the umpires of release. Dublin University in lane 1, London Rowing Club B in lane 2, Exeter University in lane 3, Upper Thames in lane 4, UCD D in lane 5, Thames RC C in lane 6, Marlow in lane 7 and Oriel Kensington in lane 8.
Race 62, Open Championship 8, final D.
Hard to say 250 in, looks like it's pretty grouped together so far. Love the phenomenal quick starts in these 8s. About a minute and a half in. Coming into that 500 very quickly.
Yeah, and again, pretty tight in this time trial. Exeter University here, they're really gunning for Henley qualification. The crew said they felt maybe disappointing results earlier in the year at Heather and Met Regatta, but they've been a self-coached crew, so I think they've done a really fantastic job to get here. And this should be a really good racing experience for them to keep on that pathway towards their goals of qualifying for Henley in the Temple. And then, they're seeded third in this C final here at Met Regatta, but the racing's tight and it'll be a really good experience to be under pressure and learn from that experience to move on into the Henley campaign.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think they're only the 6th university crew or academic crew in this, so that puts them in a high position for Temple. I think it's 32 boats in the Temple, so a lot of places to go for, and just like here or at Met, anything can happen in side-by-side racing.
And it was Dublin University Boat Club that led this field to the 500 metre mark, and Upper Thames out in lane 4. Coming in second, and it will be Dublin University continuing to lead the field at the 1,000 metre mark, but after that first 500, London Rowing Club really stepped on into second position, followed by University of Exeter maintaining that season position for the time in third, followed by Upper Thames in fourth. So a pretty fast start from Upper Thames, but it's like as these crews are stepping out into rhythm, patching in the event, it does look like a great shot there of those crews really tight across the field. Fantastic to see here in the C final.
Yeah, and this is pretty slow water here because of the winds. To see these splits all still within 130s, low 130s, 134 there for the top crew coming through. The sort of 5 to 1k is pretty sensational. So these are some really fast crews, and to think this is the C final is just blows my mind sometimes. Really fast stuff from these athletes.
Yeah, and great to see, University College Dublin, we've had a crew from them in the A final, we had another crew from them in the B final, and again in the C final. So seeing the depth of these athletes being fielded by clubs and universities and coming over here from Dublin to compete is really great to see, and really, as Will says, putting out some decent time, showing that depth in their club rowing.
Yeah, I dread to think how many hours have been spent in the boat. That takes some time to get this good. It's really classy to see. But they did pretty well at Irish Metropolitan a few weeks ago across as a club, so they'll be looking to repeat that here. And I hope that we'll see them at Henley Royal.
Yeah, and you can see in that shot there, it looks like Dublin University out on the far side, on the right-hand side of your screen, have stepped out pretty well, and London Rowing Club behind them. But it looks like a pretty close cluster of crews, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th position, and then moving, now they're going to just about to come through that 1500 metre mark towards the last quarter of this race, and as we saw in the previous race, all to play for, see how these crews step on into this latter part and begin their sprint to the line.
Yeah, we'll start to see the build very soon now. I imagine they're going sort of just up to 1700, 5-6 strokes off the 1750 mark. Those red boys normally make you see red as you squeeze on for that final sprint. And I mean, you see crews even blow out in the last 250, so it is all a case of skill, knowledge, kind of crew choice, strategy. So much comes into these closing moments of races, but indeed Dublin University have a good lead. London RC not letting them have this easily though. London RC holding on as best they can.
Yeah, and it looks like those two crews have perhaps stepped away from the field a bit. Dublin University stepping out into the lead, but sort of taking London Rowing Club with them, or as Will says, London aren't letting them go. But great cluster for 3rd, 4th and 5th, just coming into that last 100, 150 metres now, and beginning to sprint down towards this line, but I think it will be Dublin University who will maintain their lead and fend off this charge from London to take the win in the C final.
Yeah, and what a finish this is. I mean, London have picked that right up, but Dublin are countering it with every stroke. London, if there was another 100 metres, who knows, but it's too little too late, harshly put. Dublin University with the win.
Yeah, and a great sprint there. It looks like Exeter might just fend off a late charge from Upper Thames, followed by that UCD Boat Club D and the third crew in this event, and then another Thames 8, showing the depth after their Thames cruise in that A final earlier. And then across in 7th position it was Marlow and